Yeah, look, he's I think with Sonny, the main thing is he kind of, sets a standard in terms of the way he trains, the way he prepares himself. He sets the example with his everything he does in and around the club and outside the club, and he tries to be a positive sort of influence on everyone, keep everyone's sort of mind focused in a positive way. And it hasn't been easy because he has been feeling the same as the other players, fatigue, and it's hard to kind of put that to one side as an individual because you're a leader and sort of try to transfer that positiveness to others. But I think for him, and I think some of the other guys have stepped up as well in this period. The fact that the players have kind of stuck together through that whole process, that at no stage they kind of splinter off or look to absolve any responsibility of themselves as individuals, is a testament to the fact that that there's a good bonding there that's been sort of laid down by Sonny and the other leaders that hopefully that gets a bit of help, like I said, with guys like Vic and Matters who are on our leadership group. Romero's the other one that can help him sort of carry the load.
Difficult period.
I think, I'm sure he did, but that's the nature of leadership. There's no point taking on a leadership role if you don't want that responsibility. That's an essential core part of leading people. Is that during tough times you have to carry the extra load. Otherwise, you're better off not being in that position. So but it is. It's not easy, and it requires a lot of sort of discipline and internal sort of fortitude to make sure that you're constantly putting aside your own personal feelings for the better of the group. Yeah, look, I've said a million times that I think we just live in a world now where people are constantly wanting someone to blame. And they just look, that's just the world we live in. No one will accept the facts as they are. The reason we've had poor results is, an inconsistency has not been because of Sonny or because of my tactics, or because it's just that we've had 11 injuries for the last 2 months that have meant we've had a tight group of players. But that doesn't suffice, because that doesn't provide a head on a plate. It doesn't give anyone, they want somebody that's society, that's how we live our lives these days. You look at anything that happens in life, what we want, if somebody makes a mistake, we want to tear them down. There's no leniency anymore, there's no understanding, there's no contextualizing of why maybe this happened. It's just like, no, just burn him at the stake, let's just go and do that. So they're looking for someone. So, if people think that Sonny hasn't done everything in his power to try and help us through this, so what if he's a nice guy? What's wrong with being a nice person? Why do you have to smack people around? I've seen plenty of captains who are the opposite, and they're pretty poor captains. So Sonny is Sonny, and I've got no complaints about his leadership. I've got no complaints about the way he's gone about things. He's handled it his way. The reason we've struggled is pretty clear, I think, if you want to look at it objectively. But if you're looking for, as I keep saying, if you're looking for someone to blame, then you're talking to the guy who's most culpable. As I keep saying, the world's changed, dressing rooms have changed. Even for the likes of Roy and others, in today's dressing room, I think they find it challenging. They probably adjust because the good leaders do adjust, but they're not the same kind of dressing rooms. The same way I can't be the same manager I was 20 years ago. You can't be that person anymore. You can't just go in there and just, give people ultimatums, players ultimatums about, if you don't like it, you're out of here. That world doesn't exist anymore. It's a different world. So the way you lead now has to be different. And I'm not really sure what people talk about nice. I think if somebody's got good values and are good people, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm not really sure why you need to be anything different than that. But that doesn't mean you can't, that doesn't inspire people or motivate people. If you come into the training, you see somebody kind of really bouncing around, enthusiastic about training, well, that's going to rub off on you. You can't go around moping, because you'll say, well, if I'm doing it, why aren't you? So there are many ways to lead. I think the key to leadership is being yourself, and Sonny certainly is that.